Go around, recut it. Go ahead.
Hi, welcome to Mood Mondays. My name is G, and I am your host.
And I am your host, Jasmine. And today on Mood Mondays, we're going to be discussing how to work out your
Kinks. It's
kinks.
going to get a little kinky around
Oh, kink.
And I think some of you might be thinking about other kinks, but
Get your mind out the gutter.
but we're really talking about how to knock out your kinks in ways that you say you knock the wrinkles out of something, or you need to be more productive, or something that you just started, whether it's a business
Or a project.
How do you knock your kinks out? So we're just going to dive into knocking out our
Diving
kinks.
into knocking out our kinks. Yeah!
So what are some ways I think that you may, knock some wrinkles out your kinks?
I'm gonna just give an example.
As someone who works on multiple projects,
Yeah.
say you have multiple projects, but
Like I have right now.
Correct.
One of the things I realized how to knock out most of my kinks is don't be the jack of all trade and what they say, the master of none.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm doing now, yes, I have a lot of things going on, and I know I can't stop them, but I have to prioritize one
at a time.
Put little energy at little minutes of productivity in some of them, but it has to be one that I have to prioritize, because if I do not, if I keep trying to prioritize all of them, I know for me, being ADD and slightly dyslexic, it's just not going to get done. So it ain't gonna get done. I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna be giddy up and all over the place.
It's true.
That's one of the things that I do to make sure that I am, giddy up and on the way and working out my kinks, is to make sure that I prioritize what is the main thing that I know I need to get done right now at this point. I know I have many different things that's going on, but what is one of the main things, and I have certain projects that I'm putting in front of others right now, so I can complete one while spending a little time on the other ones, but not trying to do all of them, complete all of them at once, because it's not going to happen. Like I said, it ain't going to happen.
Also, I think that working out kinks to improve your self-improvement, how do you go about working out your kinks to improve your self-improvement?
For me, the things that I'm doing now is taking a lot of self-reflections. I'm doing a lot of self-reflections, and to work out the kinks for my self-improvement, I'm putting a lot of me first. I'm choosing me. I said I'm choosing me.
I gotta put me first.
Gotta put me first. But yeah, I'm choosing me. I'm putting me first. I'm loving this. But yeah, that's how I'm working out some kinks. I'm actively thinking about how can I put myself first in the situation. Like having a project, having a relationship at the same time, and making sure that even this is one of the projects, that I'm working on, doing the podcast. I'm working in Kinks out now. Like, it's been a little bit of an obstacle because of travel for him and then travel for me. It's been a lot going on. Learning technology or whatever. So I feel like for self-improvement, it's like, okay, so what do I need to get done now? Like, we're getting this done, and then I have to work on my other stuff. So I'm going to say I need time out for myself.
Same. And that's why I feel like we even bringing this topic up, because we're like, oh my gosh, we got to work out the kinks, because we both have different schedules and we all have other projects as well on the side. But I think the same thing for me is just like focusing on how productive I can be towards accomplishing that project, and how I can move, just being able to, for one, just do it, right? Like, just I have to learn what I'm doing in order to knock the kink out. So that's been one of the ways I've been trying to self-improve, is really just being more aware, present, and allowing myself to put myself first as well, but also now transition the accountability on saying I want to do something and the follow through. It's
the
enhancing my self improvement as well. So that's one way I'm self improving, to knock some of the kinks out. That has really been kind of just helping me along the way.
Yeah, that does. It does. It's all about that. And as far as productivity, like I say, you can't work on 20 things wholeheartedly at the same time.
Yeah.
Give one your all energy. I say give one of them 85% of your energy.
Yeah.
And other ones have to have little spurts. If you know, like, they have to get done eventually, you can't not pour anything into them. Give them little segments. Like, okay, I'm going to give this 30 minutes or this an hour. And then that's it. I'm done with that. Now I had to devote the rest of my time into this and get this done. And if you do it like that, it helps me get more organized and giving things segments.
And
because
deadlines.
and deadlines. Yeah. Deadlines is, let's start there. Deadlines is one of the most important things you can give yourself. Yeah. Like, tell yourself you have until this. Like, I'm writing something right now. I wrote a short, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Yeah, it's really nice. But I have to give this script to them by Friday, and I need to start working on it either tonight, tomorrow, and give it to them by Friday. Yeah. It's already written. It's just some things I want to work out, the kinks. The kinks. And so how I'm doing that is, like, tonight I have a Zoom call for some other stuff that I have to take care of, some business. I'm gonna do the Zoom call. I have a relationship I have to deal with. And then, I'm going to take that time out for myself at night and making sure that I start actively writing the changes that I need to write before I go to bed. And, I gave everything a segment, but my main thing today was doing the podcast. Yeah. Each day, each week.
That's what I was going to say, each week.
Each week, I have to decide which one of the projects takes priority. Because of the deadlines, which one takes priority? Yeah. And for me, this week it was the podcast. Like, this takes priority. I need to hurry up and get this done, even though I have so much other stuff I need to get done. But I have to do those in segments so I don't run myself wild. I don't run myself dry, and I still have a life. And that's one of the many things.
That part.
You got a life.
You got a life. But you have to make it fun as well.
Yeah.
You can't be too stressed about work knocking out the kinks, because we're not perfect.
I'm not trying to be perfect. The only thing that's perfect is this body. That's right. Yes, but no, I have no interest in being perfect.
No, me neither. And I think just working out the kinks just help you kind of just stay focused. Stay focused
and improvement. I have no interest in being perfect, but I do love to improve. And self-improve myself and just improve in my overall life in general, improve whatever I'm doing. I love when I can do that, when I can acknowledge that I improved in certain things. Like, even in my singing now, that's why I said, like, one of those projects, I don't know when this album's coming out. Right now, I'm actively taking vocal lessons, and I'm prolonging it because I know right now it's no urgency. Yeah. And I want it to come out when it needs to come out.
But you're still working on the kinks.
But I'm giving my vocals the kinks it needs to work out, and I'm working on it in segments. Right now, I'm in the writing stages of it. But since that's not a deadline that's near, I'm not going to put that in my priority box,
and
like
overwhelm
myself, because I like to enjoy I'm not one of those people who like to work and just say, like,
work smart.
No, I like to work smart, honey.
Hard.
Not hard. I worked hard. That's the thing. I worked hard a long time ago to get where I'm at now. I'm not. No, I like to.
And I was learning the kinks.
That was learning the kinks,
I was learning the kinks.
And not to say that I don't work hard now. It's just that when I work hard, it don't even feel like work.
Yeah.
Because I worked out kinks enough to know that, okay, I'm going to work in this way where it's fun for me.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even feel like I'm working hard, but I am.
Yeah.
But I'm not really, because this is something that's fun for me.
And you're streamlining your processes now,
yeah,
so that, you know, if you do get a hiccup or a kink, that the recovery makes it like smoother.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, if you didn't align yourself there, then the recovery could be a little more challenging.
It can be a little bit more challenging, you know, and, you know, align yourself with whatever kinks you're trying to, like G said, like iron out, get it together. But to keep it simple for me, that's one of the things I'm doing now, that I'm like literally taking notes, mental notes, and notes of, okay, what are the things I'm trying to get done before the end of the first quarter? We already is here. I work in quarters, like I do my taxes.
Quarters.
You know, in quarters. I don't do it yearly. But I work in quarters.
It helps you because you're like, okay, the first 3 months, this is my project.
This is my project. I got to get this. I got to get these things done.
These are my projects.
And what takes priority?
My first quarter. And
then,
whenever it's in second quarter, it's
second quarter. You know,
we're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet. But I work. I love to now work in quarters, like I do my taxes. That's the simplest way I can explain someone. Like, I'm going to
very fiscal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
fiscal. Yeah.
So if you're looking for techniques or ways, I say work like that. Work in quarters. Give yourself deadlines
and increments, like you said.
Yes.
Like even say I'm working on like studying 2 things. It's like, okay, I'll give this one an hour. I'll give this one 30 minutes. Well, actually 3 things, because I'm also actively working on learning how to be more fluent in a different language. So it's prioritizing time, and it's like, okay, even in my travel time, well, it's between 2 languages, so I'm prioritizing both of them.
I need to learn Spanish
and French.
Oh my God.
Because I took them in college.
Yeah, I need to.
But I haven't. Really,
I cheated on my Spanish.
I didn't immerse myself again.
The teachers just loved me.
Yeah. I mean, how do you think I passed? No. But I feel like immersing yourself, and for me, it's like now I've learned another technique because I've communicated with some other friends.
Yeah.
And one of them actually has like a whole Spotify playlist of literally just Spanish or just.
You need to send that to me, because
they just created.
Say something to us in French. I want to hear.
Je m'appelle SG.
Je m'appelle G.
My name is.
Oh, so it's Je m'appelle?
Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle? Oh, m'appelle. Je m'appelle Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I like a little French. Loved Paris, by the way.
It was fun. But even working out the kinks on my pronunciation, that's listening to how I'm supposed to pronunciate it. Or I really want to take some time when I get to a quarter that I can, just take a whole month.
Yeah.
Just take a whole month and really dedicate it to that, and then be able to boom, boom, boom. But Spanish actually is the one I'm working on more so than French. But it's, like you said, like multiple projects, but it's still... You
do them in segments.
Yeah. It's still in the pocket.
It's still in the pocket.
So I have like a folder of organized things. So I just put language learning, and then underneath language learning is those 2.
The things,
So those are ways I'm working out the kinks with kind of, you know, adding that as a skill set. So, you know, when I do travel a lot more, I'll be able to communicate on a, you know,
I need to. So, because I know that even though, like, if you learn Spanish
here, and then living where we're living.
Oh my God.
Like, you're in LA, I'm in Miami, and it's very, you know, influence.
Everything is with Spanish, and people just come up to you and start talking. Like when I was in Puerto Rico, it's like people just start talking to me like I'm American. They just assumed that I was Puerto Rican. It's like you know, I feel almost embarrassed. Like, I need to.
Well, it just, like you said, it makes you more aware on kind of what you want to work on. And later.
I do want to work on Spanish. I can't. I mean, I'm overwhelmed now, so I can't do it. But in another quarter, I'm gonna learn it because I need to. I
Yeah.
travel in too many places and it's Spanish influence, and I
one way
love
that
the
I would
Spanish
suggest,
culture.
like we said in our quarters, like I said, I want to take a month. There's actually, some people I know that literally went to another country for a month and just immersed themselves.
Yeah.
Enrolled in a school.
Yeah.
And literally the whole month, that's all they did.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the ways I think I want to go back.
That's an idea. I wish I had the time to do that right now. That's great.
But I'm saying when we get there in the quarters.
Yeah, when I get there in the quarters. Yeah, the liberty I have, the time right now I don't. Yeah, I mean, something to work on.
When you have both, then it's easier to kind of focus.
It is.
So once I get both, I'll be able to kind of do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but
that's one way I'm working on my kinks with that, and and that's improvement.
It is,
because it's another skill set I want to add to my repertoire. I
know we talked about dating before, but how do you work out the kinks in your dating life?
I think that's an ongoing working out kinks in anything is I would say, including your dating life, is the communication. Because even communicating the kink to, like, say, when even the podcast, we're like, oh my God, like, I think we lost an episode, or I think, there was this.
Something didn't record. It's like, what's happening?
And then we're going back to the drawing board and working out those kinks, just like in a relationship. Yeah. It's like, let's go back to the drawing board. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, we're not kinky enough.
Right. We gotta get a little bit more kinky over here. But yeah, I feel like this is one of the things that I feel like I express to myself a lot about working out the kinks in my relationship that I'm currently in now is communicating better with myself. Learning to work out the kinks with communicating with myself. Yeah. Because if I can communicate with myself with what I want and iron those kinks out, I can actively communicate it to my partner. I can express it to them. And also communicate. I'm also working out the kinks in my temper, in my expression, and my mood. And, not just lash out if someone is actively doing something to piss you off or, or doing things that is like,
And people are just lashing out on these people. Just lashing
out. Like, why are you lashing out on me? Chill. Take a chill pill,
That's true.
But yeah, so I'm learning to work out that kink in a way of I'm taking a step back. I'm gonna assess the situation. That's the word I was looking for. A really key thing I'm doing now in all my relationships, far as if it's my relationship I'm in, if it's like family members, if it's like business or whatever, I'm learning to just take a step back, assess the situation to see how I'm gonna, to see how I'm gonna to see how I'm gonna move forward or react to the response that I'm getting. Yeah,
and not just react, because sometimes.
No, I'm reacting. Like.
No, I'm saying like.
Reacting doesn't mean a bad thing. Yeah. It's just like in acting. Acting is reacting. Acting is reacting. Like in acting, you're reacting off someone else's response. You're actively listening. You're reacting off someone's. It's just like acting. So if someone says something to you lovely, how would you react to that? If someone says to you something mean, how would you react to that? Yes. But now I assess it because can be saying
now I see what you're saying, but what I was meaning, like, so no one gets a reaction out of you.
That's why I say you assess first before you react. Yeah, you assess first. I like to recess first. Then I will give you a reaction. Yeah. You may not be the reaction that they want.
But it's okay because it's your reaction.
It's my reaction. I'm not going to let them pin me down to give them a reaction that they want. Because sometimes people want to, they want to poke and take you there. Yeah. They do want to take you there. They don't
realize that I'm kinky.
I'm very kinky. And I can go there. No, but seriously though, I
good practice.
Yeah, because I know I have a wicked tongue. So I'm very much
That's why why I try to keep it.
Yeah, I try to keep it because I don't want to hurt anyone, and also these days I just feel like it ain't worth it. I want my money. I got other things that going on. My
money and my peace.
If it's not, if it's not that deep, again, it goes back to what I was saying in a previous episode. These days, I'm going to say my piece if someone says something to me out of pocket. Or if you say something to me lovely, we're going to have a conversation. But what I'm not going to be doing is going back and forth, having shouting matches with you. That energy is left for my guy, which I hope we don't have shadow matches. But I'm saying if you have a heated conversation, that's the energy I hold space with my partner or my future child. If it's neither one of them, I'm not about to have a shouting match with you. I'm not about to just let you get me there. I feel like I'm at the place in my life I'm working out the kinks that I'm learning to agree to disagree with someone.
That's true.
And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Like, my opinion is my opinion. You can't change it. You have your own opinion. Yeah. Like, you can't get mad. Right, I'm grown. You can't get mad. This is how I think. This is my opinion.
And that's just saying that, like, being an adult, just working out the kinks of adulthood. Because adulthood has been so ghetto, but
adulthood is ghetto.
You're on this kinky journey with it.
It's getting a little kinky.
So you're ironing it out.
Yeah.
You're ironing it out.
It is, so.
And you become more mature and realize that in your practices. So.
Yeah.
So knock them kinks out, y'all.
Knock them out, honey, and giddy up on it. But until next time, giddy up on your mood and join us on Mood Mondays.